Hello everyone, welcome to e-learning of IT for 12th standard. This video is for 12th standard science students. We are discussing objects in a JavaScript. So in last lecture we have discussed about a document object. What are different methods, properties of the document object and how we can use those in a program. So today we will discuss about a window object in JavaScript. We have seen a hierarchy of objects in a JavaScript. So at the very top of the object hierarchy, there is a window object. So that window object is a parent object of all other objects. It represents an open window in a browser. An object of that window is created automatically by the browser. So there are again some of the methods and properties of the window object that we can use in a program. So let us see what are the properties and methods of window object. See, window object is nothing but a parent object of all other objects in a JavaScript. So there are some methods and properties. First, let us see what are the properties of window object. First property is a name property. Name sets or returns the name of the window. So using name property, either you can set the name or you can return the name of the window. Then there is a location property which returns the location object for window. Using document property returns the document object for window, and status property is used to set or return the text in a status bar of that window. Close property returns a boolean value that is indicating whether a window has been closed or not. So that returns a boolean type of value, that is either true or false, yes or no. This type of value will be written by this property, that is close property, whether the window has been closed or not. So these are the different properties of window object: name, location, document, status and close. Name property sets or returns the name of window. Location returns a location object of window. Document returns a document object for window. Using status, either you can set or return the text in a status bar of that window. And close property returns boolean value which indicates window has been closed or not. So these are the different properties of window object. Then there are some methods also which we can use of window object. First method is a alert. It displays a alert box containing a message with OK button. We have seen how this alert is used. Then there is a confirm. Confirm box also displays a confirm dialog box containing a message with OK and cancel button. So using alert you will have a message with only OK button. Using confirm you will have a message with OK and cancel button. Then using prompt, it displays a dialog box to get input from user. We have used this alert, confirm and prompt in a program last year also and this year also. So prompt is used to get an input from user. It creates a dialog box to get input from user. See, three different dialog boxes are there: alert with only OK button, confirm with OK and cancel button, prompt with a dialog box to get input from user. Then open method is there. Open method opens the new window. To create or to open a new window we can use a open method. Similarly, to close the current window we can use a close method. Then blur method removes the focus from current window. To remove the focus from current window we can use a blur method. Then focus method sets focus to the current window. To focus the current window we can use a focus method. To print the content of current window we can use a print method. And set timeout method is there, which either can call a function or can evaluate a expression written within it after the specified number of milliseconds. So within a set timeout function we can mention a function to evaluate or expression to evaluate, and the milliseconds, after those specified number of milliseconds that function or that expression will get evaluated. So these are the different methods of window object: alert, confirm, prompt, then open, close, blur, focus, print and set timeout. Now let us write down a program using some of the methods and properties of it so that we will understand how this works. So for that, open a notepad and start writing a code. First one, mention a doc type. Doc type is document type. Document type is HTML. So specify here HTML. After that, HTML tag start and end the HTML tag. Within HTML, add a head tag, start and end of head. Within a head, now add a title tag, title and end of title. Within this, specify here a title, suppose window opener and closer. Now within this head tag, we have to write down a script. So add here a script tag. Type is equal to text slash JavaScript. That is, it contains textual data as well as JavaScript code. Then close that script tag and close the head tag also. Now open a body tag to create a layout, that is interface. So within a body tag, now add a form tag. Within a form, now we can create a button. So to create a button, use input tag. Input type is equal to button. Value is equal to, suppose create new window is the name of that button. Then specify here a function to call whenever a button will be clicked. So on click is equal to, specify here name of button. This button is to create a new window. So let us give a name of function as a new window. Then now this layout has been created. Now this function, that is new window function, is to be declared now. That is to be declared in script tag. So within a script tag, here add the function new window. Function new window. Within a curly bracket, open and close. Now add the code. So let us create one variable. Suppose var new win is equal to window dot open. So that is to open a new window. Now let us write down a content within that window. So to write down a content, use again this variable new win dot. To write down a content, we use a document object. So document dot write is the function of document object. Within this, add a content. Suppose within a h1 tag, start and end, we write down a content, that is, this is new window. This is new window. So this message will get displayed on new window. Okay, then we can set the background color also for this. So for that, again use variable new win dot document dot body dot style dot, then use a property, style property, that is background color is equal to, suppose within a double quote, specify a color sky blue, then semicolon. Now save this program. Type a name for this program. Suppose open window, open wing dot html. Then save this program and now open that folder. Here this file has been created. So run this file to see the output. click on this button create new window to create a new window. So after clicking on this button, new window has been created with a text. This is new window. So, and that text is provided here in a h1 tag, that is this is new window. But see in the output only this text has been displayed, background color has not changed for this window. So let us check its code again. So here change the spelling, set the color as sky blue, as well as here make it capitalize. Save this code again and refresh the page to see the output. So in this way background color has been set for the window. So to set a background color we use window object with a document object dot body dot style dot background color and specify a color in double quotes. So in this way we can use a object window object with its methods and properties. So in this program we have used a window object with open method to open a new window, as well as to set a text header text in a newly open window, as well as to set a background color for that window. Now let us write one more program. I am going to save this program with another name, save as it, suppose set timeout dot html. So I am going to use a set timeout method of window object. Save this program. First code is same, doc type html, then html tag start, head, title, specify a title. So we can change here a title, window object with set time out method. Now within a script tag we have to add here a function. So I am going to delete this code. Now within a body tag let us create a layout first. Suppose specify a color for this color for the body tag, that is for this page, using a style attribute. So within this add a background color. So background color colon suppose cyan. Then now again create a form tag to add a button. Before form we can add here a heading tag, suppose h1, and end of h1. Specify here a text to display on page. Suppose that text is click button and wait for message. Click button and wait for message. If we want this text at the center, we can align it as a center. So align is equal to, in double quotes, specify center. Then we have to create a button. So within a form tag add input type is equal to button. Here within a value attribute we have to specify a name for that button. Suppose that name is timeout. Suppose that name is timeout. Then on click, within this we have to specify a name of function to call. So suppose that function is sample function. Name of function is sample function. Now save this program. Here we have to write down a sample function within this script tag. So add here a function sample function. Within this, that is curly bracket open and close. Now we are going to use a window object. So window dot its method is set timeout. Within this method we have to specify a name of function. That function is next, as well as a number of milliseconds. Suppose we specify a 5000 milliseconds. So after 5 seconds message will get displayed, specified within a next function. So now here within this we have to again create one more function, that is a next function. So function next, and within this we have to specify a message to be displayed. So specify it with a alert. Using alert we will get a dialog box with OK button. So here specify a message. Suppose 5 seconds have passed. 5 seconds have passed. Save this program. Now see in the folder, here new file has been created, that is set timeout. Now run this file to see the output. Background color is cyan for this page. Here is the button timeout. Whenever we will click on this button, we have to wait for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds have been completed, the new message will get displayed on the screen. Okay, so we will click on this button. After 5 seconds message will get displayed on screen. So that message is 5 seconds have passed. So in this way we can use a window object with set timeout method, as well as here we have used a alert function also. So note down both of these programs and try to execute it. Also you can use the properties and methods that we have seen for window object in a program. See, these are the different methods and properties of window object. You can use these different methods and properties in a program and try to run those. Thank you.